What's up, family? So in this video I have 14 advice that I have gotten over the years from persons that are much older than me, and to be honest, most of them kind of generic. However, I put my little twist on it to explain like how best to approach it. And yeah, so if any of that interests you, stick around. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, to a friend. But that said, here are 14 financial advices, and they should know in their 20s. So that's it. Let's begin. So the first one on the list is to create a budget. List out your list of incomes and expenses, so you understand where your money is coming from and where it is going. And then use your funds to allocate between essential, your wants and needs, etc. etc. However, the truth is creating a budget kinda hard. I'm not like to create a budget hard. But what I do is I just list out all the main expenses that I have for the month. Alright? So if you pay insurance, car, rent, etc. etc. That's how I create my budget. So create the main hitters they know, so at no point they can go out the month without actually them here. So you need something to live, etc. etc. I need food. Yeah, you make sure say you have them there stacked up. But what me have first for my list is investments. That's the first thing that actually comes on my paycheck. So yeah, so I list it from future, then I put needs and then wants at the bottom. So yeah, and honestly anything else where like stick to the cracks, I guess are just all fair games, because there are persons who meticulously plan and without it actually even really work. For like actually plan out everything down to the T, I don't think that really works, or even if you try one time it's not consistent over the long term. So yeah,
let's bring that down a little.
Totals at $2.03.
I'm not sure what happened. I was expecting to pay less than $1, and the total is just above $2. I am about to have a nervous breakdown. This is not good. All right. As crazy as this sounds, it really was like life and death. I knew what I needed to spend, and every extra dollar that I have to spend is one less dollar that I can use towards my family. I'm going to recount all the items and make sure that all my coupons are matching up properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going through the bags, and I discovered that there was an extra soup in one of the bags. 20, 21, 22. There was one too many soups on the last transaction. That means that I paid an extra $1.67 over budget.
the second one I have on this list is to build an emergency fund. And so typically you need to build between 3 to 6 months worth of emergency fund, like for living expenses in the event that income that you normally receive, you no longer have it. Yeah, which is kind of self-explanatory, to be honest. The only thing that I would say I relate to emergency fund is that when you're doing it, plan around it. In the sense, let's say you have a car, your monthly expenses, insurance, gas, toll. If it's a case where you lose a job and you not go work and them things there, you really have to count the toll in it, and you probably can reduce the gas amount. So there is that. The third one on the list is avoid high interest debt. I know this is kind of tricky. However, different institutions give different interest rates for whatever purposes. So the aim is essentially for just avoid high expense money. So it's things like, what do you call a company there? Quartz, Ready Cash or whatever. Them they're like 60%. There's a credit cards on them something there. Like the balance over time increases significantly. So avoid them really at all costs. If you can even borrow money from like a friend, which I don't really condone or even suggest really, but if you can like just get the funds elsewhere at a cheaper rate, that's the best thing you can do. Alright, because these high debts essentially will just eat up all the available funds. It may just struggle paying off or like a month time or even over duration or the amortization. And one way to even avoid this whole high debt thing is by saving really, but by living below your means. Which basically just means say you make $100, live like you make $50 or $80. You live like me like $80 or $50, you know. So that means rather than having to borrow, you'll have that money saved up somewhere essentially, and you can just pull from that, which can help you out. Or if it's a case where you need to want to save, just start invest from early, which would be number 5. So start investing from early and take advantage of the whole compound interest that is in like the stock market or mutual fund or even retirement fund. I'm going to show you this graph that I saw somewhere on TikTok. I don't know, but I didn't search for it and find what it is. So essentially this was a graph as to your age level and how much percent of your income is good to invest, like for staying at the green. And you quickly notice that once you pass 25, you start seeing rates out, like have constraints onto how much money you will need investing each year. So once you pass 25, say you can really invest like 5%, and something. You have to just start invest more. So you start have more restrictions as you get older. In addition to the fact, when you get older, you probably got other responsibilities, you see me? So them they also eat up at all the available funds. So the best thing I can say, start invest early and start take advantage of the compound interest. The 6th thing is contribute towards your retirement fund. So like a pension or overseas when I'm a 401k or Roth IRA, contribute towards those. You see me? Because it is very important they have something to fall back on in the future. Alright? But you can also invest, you see me? But if the event is that, I don't know if the Chinese man them offer retirement plan options when you write down toner. So you actually need number 7, which is like learn financial literacy so that you can actually invest yourself. So educate yourself on tax, personal finance, investing, budgeting, etc. You can read books. I read, and not promotion, but like I think this is probably one of like the best books that you can read. It's the I'll teach you to be rich. It's simple, to be honest. It's simple and it explains stuff really well. So like yeah, you can get that book. I don't have the link or anything, it's just what I read and I just like it. So there's book I'm still there. And to be honest, you have a lot of YouTubers like in the space that even do like personal finance and something there. So I know you have Matrix, you have Calernals, you have me of course, you have Imar, I think, I'm Learn Grow Invest, you have Blue Collar Finance, yeah, I think you have Limitless Podcast. They're good. Limitless Podcast is really good. But yeah, so you have a lot of resources. I think it's just feel free to actually search it. And the tip that I have, which is 8, to be honest, I don't think it's as significant in Jamaica as overseas, but it's really just to build credit. Alright? Like they need to have some history of how you handle money once they've lent you. So yeah, building credit. But I think like even if you go college and something there, I think put on even your tuition and payment plan, it's kind of a form of credit. So here is that, and it helps. So even if you have a credit card, I have this friend that literally every month as she get paid, the first thing she do is send the money, I think she has NCB as our credit card person. Then just send the money to NCB and just clear it off, and then she get back the money. Like get back like revamp or I don't know. I don't have a credit card, so I can't tell you. But like every month she pay it off, and just always admire for that. Alright, so number 9 is more futuristic in sense it's just set financial goals, whether it's short term or long term, and this is important. It can be buying a house, buying a car, a lot of stuff. Trust me. Yeah, let me show you something. Alright, so main goal is to retire by me like 30, 35, 40. Alright, but each year I break up each plan into sections. Alright, and this is my plan. Let me see if I can share this with you because alright, so on here we can show. So basically I'm big. So it's for 2024 to 2025 essentially. So by December 2023, 2024, 2025. $1 million in stock port, well in stocks basically. Finished my degree which I have. Finished CFI. Currently doing CFI. Become consistent on YouTube. Finish the 5th law challenge that is still ongoing. I'm still on it. Finish my course which is up now, so you can, course, yeah, it's up now. So stock investing course 101, yeah, here's that. Get a car, grow my clothing brand, and flesh out a business plan to become a consultant slash hedge fund personnel. Sometimes the car was actually, I wish I know the 9, 10. The car was actually a number 10. Is avoid impulse purchases. It's a take time before I make big purchases. Impulse purchase can lead to unnecessary debt and financial strain. But yeah, if you can't avoid impulse purchase, then do number 11, which is have multiple side hustles and incomes. And as I said, the car I didn't plan to get a car this year, honestly. Just that the opportunity presented itself, and by getting it, I started generating more revenue for myself. Plus the other perks of just having a car. And it's not wrong, say it creates unnecessary debt because having my car is about 80k a month, but it makes more than that in what it serves purpose for. So yeah, so you can do side hustles, which is number 11. You can do side hustles so like kind of help buffer if you can't actually like stop do the impulse purchases, or you can't tone it down completely to zero, then just make more money than you can spend. But yeah, so number 12 on the list, so almost done, is protect your health. Like, be healthy. So be big, honestly. Like, protect your health. Alright? If you have to work out or exercise, just keep active, alright? Because these health bills, they hit like a brick. You see me? So yeah, and you can wipe out your savings easily. You see me? I don't really can get insurance. You can get insurance for certain illnesses. But yeah, it helps, and it helps buffer certain stuff. Alright? And if everything that you have done up to this point is good, or even if it's at 70% capacity, 13 and 14 should be most important for you. So 13 is for track your network. Don't be you say, just periodically check your network, check everything, all assets that you have, ensure that you own when you own, ensure that the amount you own is owned. You see me? If you're a billionaire, just at least run it off to the nearest 100,000 or however. So just check. Just check. Sometimes sell some of my shares them and buy them back just for say yo, I know just something them have on paper I show you. But yeah. And that's why certain brokers I do use. And I just use brokers that I can like actually check like within seconds. So you know. And number 14, honestly, personally I struggle with this, I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's really focusing on experiences. Spend money on experiences that bring you joy. Or fulfillment over materialistic things. So always buy stuff like after you do all the expenses and everything, just never that. Just set aside a particular amount to just experience stuff. Alright? And as I say, I struggle with this, so I always put investment first in everything I do. So what I start do is I just put out aside like 5% or 10% depending on the month which is about 10 grand or whatever, and just experience whatever. It's like a self-care stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that I've never tried. Some of them is like food related. So just for like experience it and know it. So each month, I just try some. So for example, there is this salmon bites at Price Mart, and I've always wanted to try it, and this month I bought it and tried, and it's alright. Say I can make some tacos with it and everything there now. But in the grand scheme of things, just don't kill up yourself. Just invest and do this and do that. Try enjoy life a little bit. Try hang out with friends and something there, because the acquainted people get old and things, and you know them and him hang out and him something there again. So experience life while still making your money. So so if you start most of these habits, just to recap from the top, it's create a budget, build an emergency fund, avoid high interest debt, live below your means, start investing early, contribute to your retirement, learn financial literacy, build your credit, set financial goals, avoid impulse purchases, have side or passive income. Speaking of passive income, you can have dividends as well. So dividends can be passive income. Protect your health, track your network, and just focus on experience. If you can do most of them here, you'll be set in the future, trust me. So I'm on the journey as well. I'm still in my 20s. But these are all advices that I have gotten so far from persons older than me. I think that I could share it with you guys. Also, there's the last one is, when I remember it still, carry a leak. Is it don't worry about the car will get scratched, start lose value once it come off of the lot. Instead, try own piece of the rock. Alright? Stop focusing on liabilities and try buy into real estate, etc. So here's also one. So that. Thank you guys for watching. Come good people in work now. Love you guys, and till the next video.